Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you were to ever hold me at gunpoint and demand to know my thoughts on the best soundtrack of all time, I probably wouldn't plump for Pulp Fiction or The Graduate. I know hand on heart that there's only one movie soundtrack out there that has a banger for every occasion. Whether you're out on a reluctant quest to rescue a princess or crashing her eventual wedding to a ruthless lord, I'm talking of course about Shrek 2001, a film that still gets as many naughty laughs from the grown-up as it did upon its release 20 years ago. Shrek is a real example of a fairy tale where the main character aren't conventionally beautiful, centered around a couple whose idea of romance is inflating snake like grotesque balloons and shade cobweb candy floss, and it's bear with me. All the more relatable for it. A wise ogre once said that ogres are like onions. They have layers, and isn't that just true for so many of us? Haven't we all presented a front of the world out of necessity while containing a multitude of smelly, stingy, awkward and softer layers beneath? Now I may not have enough earwax for a makeshift candle, but I do get being single for so long that the idea of living in your own isolated swamp or indeed snack-filled bedroom without anyone to answer to feels kind of appealing. I get basking in your own grumpies in a way that starts to feel comfortable, so that any change whatsoever feels unnerving. Indeed, the older and less tolerant of noisy neighbors I get, the more I understand Shrek's fury at the chaotic fairy tale's creatures suddenly encroaching on his privacy. I also get feeling so self-conscious about the way you look that you're reluctant to show people your true self, warts and all. Keen to keep up the pretense that you wake up in the morning smelling of Marc Jacobs' sparkling fresh smile at the ready. Unlike Fiona, I'm not a cursed ogre. I'm an ordinary, flawed and not particularly princessy looking person who needs to get to know someone first before letting them see me without a full face of makeup and a head of a natural curls. While various other children's movies depicted romance as a glittering, flautulent, free state of being, Shrek doesn't shy away from the real, deep-rooted insecurities that shoot out like dragonfire at the beginning of a new relationship. That's why it genuinely hits so hard when Shrek and Fiona end up misunderstanding each other due to their respective vulnerabilities. It's why we can absolutely shed an empathetic tear at the sight of Shrek dining alone again, while Rufus' rain-dried haunting cover of Hallelujahs play out. I'm in no way ashamed to admit that this was the first time I heard Hallelujah, a discovery that ultimately led me down a musical path to Leonardo Cohen's heart-trending original and his wider body of work. It's a song I'll still love with every ounce of my being, although it's been used and indeed overused for many an emotional TV drama scenes since I honestly still mostly associate it with a downbeat Shrek, alone again after daring to reveal his more romantic layer. Thank you so much for watching guys. Please like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.